Imagine if you were able to watch your great-grandparents tell stories from their lives. What made them laugh? What moved them? How they responded to adversity and triumph? And what impacted their existence? That would be a treasure. Now you can offer that gift to your loved ones. Hello, I'm Dennis Tardan. For more than 45 years, I've been a professional interviewer documenting the lives and times of hundreds of people. I will guide you or your family member through the important stories of your lives using my unique interviewing skills. I'm now offering my legacy interviews worldwide via Zoom from the comfort of you or your loved one's own home. All you need is a webcam, and I will do the rest. Contact me today to schedule your legacy interview.
Hello and welcome to No Icing, Season 2. I'm very excited. I don't know if I have my wonderful executive producer is co-hosting with me today. I'm very excited. Renee Jaworski. I am freaking out. I don't know what to wear. I don't know how to do my hair, how to do my makeup, what jewelry I should wear. Just what outfit, just for too much conditioner, not enough conditioner, just what jewelry I should wear. I've been like freaking out. I hope I represent, because today's special guest, hint, little clue there, not like trying to spill the beans too much, but just a little clue. I have a very special guest today. Where's my co-host? If she will come up and join me, we could do the proper introduction.
Wait. I thought, hold on. I thought you said you had a black shirt with white. So I thought we were going to be twins, but we're not. You're wearing okay. This is like the yin and yang. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I love it. I like yours better.
Mine is like a different. Yeah, mine.
I love it. Mine's a T-shirt, but I cut the sleeves because, like, I think
mine's
I'm cool
a tank
like that.
top. Mine's an actual
it just
tank
gets too
top.
hot. I like yours better.
Right? I like yours better. This is what girls do, by the way, Dennis. Dennis and all the men here, girls compliment each other. Like, you know how guys are always making fun of each other, like razzing on another, oh, you're such a whatever. Like, girls are like, oh, you're pretty. You're prettier. We're nice.
No, I know. I was thinking, like, gosh, I've been doing this for a couple of years. I've never been so nervous about my hair, my makeup. I'm like, this is like our guest.
Not
is
even with MTV. Not even with Billy Vera. Not even like all the people you've interviewed. Yeah, I agree.
Like the whole 2 years is like, this is like, I finally have a day to show thanks and appreciation. I'm like, oh my God, what's Renee going to do? How I was wondering how you were going to do your hair. I had no idea what was going on with your hair situation. I was like, should I put my hair up? Should I do it to the side? Should I do it down?
I want people to understand.
Should I do a hair hat?
Before you go anywhere, you either have to wear the same thing on purpose and it's planned, or you have to have it all. So she's been coordinating behind the scenes, and that's what she's talking about right now. You're gorgeous. You look amazing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna call you later. We'll talk about it. This is amazing. I'm excited. Let's
and I love your new background. What is that? Is that nail polish in the background?
No, this is. I'm gonna ask Dennis. So Dennis, start thinking now. This is a test, and if you fail it, he may
we
haven't even recognize.
We haven't even. We're talking to the guest, and we haven't brought him up on the screen.
Let's just do it this way. I think
wait. I was gonna say I had to go through the swamps of Mississippi and wrestle a Sasquatch. I had to climb the Alps. I had to climb Mount Everest to get this guest tonight. I had to do a lot of things.
Yeah, and there was the Sasquatch doesn't even smell that good. My heart to you, girl. My heart.
I had to walk through. It's
gonna be all right.
Spiders, everything. Were you over there battling tarantulas?
Let's please not deal with the spider. Okay, here's the thing. Our guest, and I'm going to save this for a segment that he has planned, but he's given me such trouble. Okay, we have so much to get through. Just today, I'm talking about pre-production for this episode. So everybody. It's good trouble. He's denying it, but save that for the segment. But anyways, we have a lot of really great stuff to talk about with your guests. So yes, we're going to bring him on and let this be the first of many. And do you want to do the introduction, Sandie? Here you go.
From Texas, the man behind the scene, the man behind the curtain. Drum roll and glitter disco balls. Dennis Tardan.
Hello, Sandie Dee. Hello, Becky.
And I know who I'm matching. I am matching someone, Sandie. You see? Here we go. We both have.
Okay.
See? Your font is the same. But my color is the same. Yeah, we're all wearing Tardan Media shirts, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, and Sandie's been very nervous about this, Dennis, and I told her there's nothing to worry about because, and I want to do this as an intro. When she first found out she booked you, she said, like, what am I gonna like she was nervous. She's like, what are we gonna talk about? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Sandie, you need to stop. Hold on. He's a host and an interviewer. Yeah, he's been a guest that was really good once, but usually he's going to have ideas. He's a director. He knows what's going on. He likes to have creative control. I said, he's going to, and you were like, okay. And then sure enough, the show you were about to see, I promise, is totally concocted by that architect down there.
I think.
Okay.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you both. And I'm, as you saw in the beginning commercial, if you saw that, you see that I'm doing legacy interviews now. I mean, that is the way that I am taking now that I am in my last quarter of my life, I'm spending that time documenting the amazing human beings who are here on the planet. And one of the things that I love are origin stories. And what I think is so important about this, and why I was so grateful, Sandie, that you invited me on the show, is that we could talk about the origin story of exactly how all of this came about, how Cosmo came about, how the early stages of how it developed. All of this happened because one day in 2019, I am sitting at my computer and I get an email from Renee Jaworski saying that she saw an interview that I did with Peter Tork of the Monkees. If you're old enough or cool enough, you know who that is. Uh, and she said that she saw the interview, that she loved it and would love to talk with me about it because she was writing a book about all of this and she wanted more information about Peter. So I said yes, and we have that very first, and we decided that we were not going to talk in pre-production.
He decided, and I thought that was his protocol.
Best
He was
decision
like,
one of the best decisions I could
yes.
have made was that we say nothing to one another, and so that we actually meet on the air. Little did I know how much that experience would absolutely be an inflection point in my life, in her life, and in the lives of so many people who have, because we came together and now the things that have unfolded are able to do it. So, Renee, would you please play that very first words that I heard?
Okay, and hold up your hand when you want me to cut it, okay?
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, world. It's me, Dennis. And the music is awful loud today, and I don't know why. But anyhow, it's about to stop. And I am getting a chance to have my very first, and I mean, when I say very first, I mean my very first conversation with Renee Yaworski. And so we're doing this as a performance piece. I got an email a while ago, a few weeks ago. It's right now, it's in January of 2019. And this email said what, Renee?
This said that I am writing a book about Peter Tork, who's
I was so nervous.
The internationally famous former Monkees musician, and among many other things, many other things. That was only for, a very small percentage of his life. But I had come across.
All right, so that was the setup. That's what happened. Little did I know from that experience, we would end up having an extraordinary series of events that continued into today, that are going on. So we began a collaboration from that time. We clicked instantly, and we knew that there was a creative magic that was going here. Now, you have to understand, here I was. I had my talk show, but I was doing some reasonably spontaneous conversations. I'd done some in Austin. I had those in the Legacy, but I was floundering. I didn't really know where I was going to go until this person shows up in my life and says, you know what? You are really much better than you realize you are.
That's not what I said.
And that was the meta message.
You're going under. You're going under.
You're going under about what you were doing. Is that you belong. And the thing about and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what I want to do. One of the things that we did, we began making good trouble of all different kinds. We began different shows and different ideas. We began putting them out on the internet, and we said, wait a minute. There's something here. There's something of what we're doing. And then what happened, Becky?
I was just hoping you forgot the pictures, but anyways.
Oh, we're not that. Believe me, we're not.
I was
there.
Relaxing
because I was like,
there
yet until we get to them.
Okay, all right. And then what? Happened? Well, okay. Here's the thing. So, the television network that you see before you, that everybody is watching this on right now, sprung out of a New Year's Day argument we were having off air. And it was one of those wonderful, cute moments when you're arguing with somebody. And Dennis was the one who said it this time. And he goes, I just wish you and the whole world could hear, what you're saying right now. Like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah, let it happen. Like, I'm fucking ready, let it happen. And then he was like, And then he basically said, well, hold on. And he hung up. And the next thing I know is I get this like text like 3 minutes later being like, I'm trying to figure out how to go live on Facebook, but like, I don't know how. And then I was like, well, damn it, I don't know how. So then we figured it out together. And as we're trying to piece together so that we could have this live argument, hope, like trying to retain the frustration, because now at this point we're being really constructive and having fun. But we figured it out, and we figured out how to go live on Facebook Messenger. And that was the first live programming that we did together. And very shortly after that, we started doing shows on Facebook Messenger. Tardan Tonight, Not Quite, ACW Live, Tom Cheshire was a guest, Am Taylor. We had some Makofumi, great moments. And then it turned into this and all of this thing that now a lot of people come into Cosmos. They don't know my name. They don't know Dennis's name, but technically it all, most of them know our names, but I'm just saying like.
Exactly. And it all came out of that. And then because of Renee's ability to create and her ability to envision and to do the kind of executive work that created an actual network. Because at every step of the way, I would have an idea and she would say, okay, we can do that. I can figure that out. And she would figure that out. And we began putting them. It was an astonishing experience to watch her work and to watch her put all of this into place and then to watch her grow. And I'm going to tell you how grow, because, for example, this was the picture that she sent to me. I want you to see.
Why did you do that?
This is the picture that she sent to me put it back, please.
Oh, goodness. All right.
This is the picture that she sent to me this is who I am.
Is this me? Is this me?
This is who I am. And
Hi,
this is the part, the tilt, the cowboy hat and all that. This is who she said she was. And then within a few months, this is how she is.
Cute.
Now, take a look at that.
Yeah, but hold on. Tell the truth.
Take a look at the difference that there is between those two photographs, the growth that she put into who she was, who she thought she was, who you are coming and emerging as. And it was just an extraordinary.
And okay, so he does this all the time. So he minimizes his impact because of his humility. He's very humble. Or Dennis, humility is just being honest. So maybe you're not being humble.
Right.
You taught me that. But here's what I want to say. He always will kind of give the spotlight to other people. And I told him before this show, let me do a little bit on him because he's earned it and he deserves it. Okay, so those two pictures that you see, the quickest thing I can say is, yes, I modeled in my youth. And very briefly, but then I went into stage acting, and there was a good other than me on stage or playing music as well, I guess. If they're not that, you don't see any selfies of me like for years. So I had to take this was like in law school, and I had to send him something for the podcast. And I agonized for days. I was like you, Sandie, today. I was like, what I don't have anything that's like a headshot. So this was as good as it got. When quarantine happened, Dennis really, he said, for characters and not wanting to go out to the salon, start doing wigs. I was like, I can't do wigs. He's like, do wigs. That was Dennis. That's Dennis. Okay. Then he goes, well, you got to work on your eye work because we're doing shows and I'm taking these selfies and headshots and I'm not connecting with the camera, which is true. I had no training in doing that. Guess who does have training doing that? So he started working with me and it was an arduous process. It was really frustrating, Dennis, because that was a new skill for me. But I was sending these.
Of course.
But I want you to know.
There's no question that I pushed you.
See that? Now he took that photo.
Yeah.
You took that photo. See the difference? So that is the power that we're talking about here. And it's a huge evolution. So when he talks about trajectories, it's amazing. So like we're all here because of this man's career. And I want to say one of the reasons, Dennis, why I'm going to take credit for being able to produce well for you.
Yes.
It is your tutelage. Yes, it's your tutelage. The second thing is, starting off as a fan, I know your repertoire, and I know the cultural impact. I mean, I was writing a book about cultural impact, so I'm really interested in the culture. I know how significant and innovative your work is even before I meet you.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm producing for someone that I've already in my mind have that bird's eye view, that map where I know what you're capable of, I know where you're going, I know what you can do. And here's the thing, I do have ego in my life. I do, and I like the spotlight. Okay. I'm,
Really?
I'm looking
Really?
at Dennis's.
I am
It's a little
shocked.
lip. It was like
Sandy,
a lip quiver.
Sandy,
Like
I'm telling you, I'm
but he tried to fight it.
absolutely,
He tried to fight.
I'm aghast.
He
This is
tried to fight.
totally new
But
information.
but let me tell you, when it comes to his career, I'm personally selfishly invested because I'm such a fan. Like I want to get his stuff out there. I don't care how if I'm frustrated with him in a moment, if I'm frustrated with him for a week,
If not if,
when a
when.
month, when I'm frustrated, okay, it doesn't matter with this because I know what this man is capable of, and I have that ardor and that respect for him. And for me, I respect every individual on the planet, but he's the only one I've opened up my creative control, I never like to collaborate that much with people. I either let them totally, do it, or I just want to do it myself. He has this like all access pass. And that's how much I admire him. So it's not just like love and respect, it's also admiration for his career, which is him. But like, I also can detach with that lawyer brain. I also can detach and look at it. Like if I'm a stranger or I'm a new fan, I'm looking in at this. I know damn right well this guy's career is one of the most intriguing, innovative, interesting on the planet. So that's the part that even transcends
and
whatever.
that's the interesting thing though, Renee, is that I knew that intellectually. I did not know it emotionally. I
Okay.
did not buy it. I would say it. I would say that I was there, but I did not
Mhm.
buy it. So now you have to understand. I have never been. For all of you who are out there who might be watching this, Renee and I have hundreds of hours recorded.
Mhm.
We have
Yeah, very
recorded.
prolific.
I mean, and she has seen me at my absolute best and my absolute worst. I mean, this is someone who has seen the entire spectrum of things that dear God, I would, if anyone else saw them, I would be horrified.
I love you and I cherish that so much. Thank
And
you.
you always
Thank
told me
you.
that. But the thing is it comes, do we believe it? Do we believe it? Do we work and the process of getting through the layers of denial and the
Mhm.
layers that we are? That's the challenge. That's the
Self-sabotage.
challenge because
Self-sabotage. The thing about Dennis that is part of his story, he's been very public about this, and this is so endearing and inspirational. When he was out in LA, he had a fantastic opportunity offered to him because of his work on Reasonably Spontaneous Conversation, Los Angeles. And I'll let him tell that story
yeah,
real quick.
I
Just
did, and I was offered the business head of NBC, the network, said that they would take me and go to take me to Cincinnati to their O&O, which is their owned and operated. They would put me there for a year, and then I would come back, and they would have me on in LA. I mean, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. I never went back to that meeting. For whatever reason, I can't look back on it and tell you exactly why, but all I knew is it must have scared the shit out of me. I just wasn't ready to be able to do the hard work. And that's the thing is, and so when I met you, Renee, is that you were all about the hard work. You were all about no, we're going to do the hard work. We're going to develop the work, and no matter how much I whined, no matter how much I would drag myself and just say no, I don't want to do it. It was always coming back to that. No, do the basics, build the foundation, and now you can see. I mean, look at Cosmo. Look at all
All
the
the
people that
lives.
you look at how when we met John Phipps and
Mhm.
how and look at what has happened to him. Look at Rory Penland and all of the work and that has happened with him. Look at Manny Zamora and look at the work that's happening with him. Look at Sandie Dee. Sandie, this is because of her. That's
Well,
what you have. And now may
I'm
I?
gonna get you so
Oh,
bad. I'm gonna get
I
you
mean,
so
yes,
bad.
there is no question that I was in the room when it happened. No question, but there's a difference between sizzle and steak.
Okay.
I'm the sizzle, she's the steak. And
Oh,
that's
okay.
the difference. That's the difference. I mean,
I thought he was gonna say
I
something rude
can
about
talk,
himself.
believe me, I can talk a really goddamn good game. I really can talk a good game. But it's, can you deliver?
He
Can
house
you
the cards.
deliver?
House the cards.
Can you
I
deliver?
bring the
Can
mortar.
you
I bring the
deliver?
mortar.
Exactly. Can you deliver the goods? Can you actually make it happen? Well, all of this that you see today, both with GBGB, when you see the Tardan Media Network, when you go to that beautiful website and you see the things that happened, that happened. That happened because of her. You know, that
Because
happened
of
because
because of
that
us. Because
no,
of us.
I was there.
Absolutely.
No, believe me, I'm not
Okay.
minimizing. I'm not
Okay.
minimizing,
Thank
but
you.
I'm just letting everyone know that it could not have happened because I don't have I don't have the kinds of skills that are able to be able to look at 17 things all at once
Yeah.
and go, okay, well, here's one. Okay, we're going to take this over here. We're going to take this
And
over
I
here.
love doing that. And I love doing that. That's my pleasure in life. I just love doing it. And when I see how people who are introduced to Dennis's work, how they respond, and we're gonna show something about
Yeah,
that in
we
a
did.
second. But yeah, so Dennis,
Oh,
you
wait
know
a
what it
minute,
is, I think.
Sandy, here's what I want to know because we're going to play a game in a little bit. You and I are going to have some fun. Okay, we're going to call it, but you're going to see a debut piece of something that Renee and I had written very early that when we came up with this idea, but we've never done it. So you're going to get a chance to see it, and we're going to play the
Isn't that
game in a little bit.
exciting?
But anyway, but go ahead
Let
with
me
what
say,
you're doing, Renee.
well, let me say real quickly before we segue, because I'm burning up in here. I just wanted to show you this. Chris just found this. Dennis, you have not seen this. This is my punk rock jacket from high school. You always wanted to see my punk rock stuff, and Chris found it. And yeah, and this is it. So picture me with the, like, I have it like this, and I'm just,
That's
but I'm
cute.
burning up, so I got to
Like
swap it
furry.
out at some point because it's just, but yeah, but it's fuzzy. So
Is it
look,
like
I want to show
fuzzy?
you.
Okay. I
It's
like
like
it.
faux, yeah. But
So
anyways, I
cute.
wanted that. And the background I have, do you remember? It's okay if you don't.
The background, yes, it's that bar scene. It was the one that you had as the bar background, right?
That you picked out because you were directing me in some of my acting work with Michelle Danner. So, which is, and people should Google Michelle Danner. In fact, Dennis, she just, was it yesterday in Madrid, won Best Actor at the film festival there. Best director.
Wow.
Yeah, so Michelle Danner, everyone should Google. Anyways, I was in her class. That's where I met Olivia. But Dennis would help me to direct and then send our redirects to Michelle. And
Yeah.
he found for a bar scene this background that's in there. So, anyways, that's
I
just
thought
a
it was nail
little.
polish, Renee.
You're all about that.
I
Okay.
was like, you got a lot of nail polish.
Okay, so Dennis, do you want to do 1 minute with Dennis?
Your call. You, Sandy,
Okay.
what
Well,
do you want
we were talking about, how people's first reaction to your work. And you sort of mentioned it here with a 100 episode series that you completed late last year called 1 Minute with Dennis. And
That's
you're,
right.
you're,
And then each one of these, I did them consecutively, one day at a time. I decided to start to do this, and I challenge anybody. You want to push yourself to the limit. Do something on the air for 100 days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Try it. It's worth it. It's worth the experience to do it.
Okay, so here you go. And you're going to see the yellow shirt. I love it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another 1 Minute with Dennis. Now that we're in the 40th minute of this experiment that I started without thinking that there really is no into it unless I am no longer capable of doing these. So I'm just going to keep doing it every single day. I know that there are people that basically fall into three buckets. Bucket number one, you like me. There's something about me that resonates with you and you follow me and you hit a like or you continue to watch. Bucket number two, you come across me and go, oh, maybe, all right. And you may watch or you may not, but you go on your way. Bucket number three, I raise the hackles on your neck and you're gone. So wherever you fall on the spectrum, thank you for even spending a few seconds of your precious time.
Sandie picked that one out.
Thank you. And thank you, because this is the importance that we're talking about the buckets, because I'm so glad you brought that one up, Sandie, because that is that particular episode is that I realize that nobody is, very few people are loved by everyone, or just feel like, I mean, you look at music, look at all the genres of music. You could have some music that you think is absolutely wonderful that somebody else just goes, oh my God, that's like chalk, chalkboard. Doesn't matter. It's just what resonates. And so what Renee did in this is that she said, okay, well, you're just going to be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, whatever it is that other people think, whatever they do, none of your business. What they think of you is none of your business. What you think of you, that is your business. And that is some of the best. And now you have to understand, she's an incredible teacher. Can't for shit take her own her own
I was going to be like, thank you so much. That was so sweet.
And it's been my opportunity to get her to take her own medicine, to take herself.
Which I don't like at all.
We all know, Sandie, that this is the time for women in the world. This is the time when women are standing up around the world, and we need you so much. We've gone as far as we can go. We men have taken it as far as we can go, and we need, like a relay race, we need to pass the baton and let you go out there and build that lead and help us, and then we can come around and then we'll do it together. So this will be a real us thing. But women have to take the lead. You have to do it, because we're not going to be able to survive unless you do it. So that was what my whole mission in life, what I feel that was really an important thing for me to do, was to make sure that Renee was willing to come out from behind the scenes, was willing to accept her power, to accept your executive presence, and really to be able to do it. And now it's paying off.
Absolutely.
So I take credit for that. I take credit for beating you into, absolutely pounding you into your power, into making sure that you accepted who you are.
Yeah, we both are doing it. We're doing it with each other. That's really the thing, because he needs to push me in order to be okay with accepting things, right? Accepting good things for myself instead of just always working to make sure everyone else is okay.
Always being in the support role.
Mm-hmm.
Always being the backup singer. Always being the admin behind, instead of where you belong, which is on center stage, which is to be able to have that. And I mean, you certainly share. There's never been I've never seen a thing that you try to hog the stage. You always, you're the most generous performer I've ever met. But you also, in that, you were abrogating your power. You weren't stepping up and saying, "Me too."
Right. Yeah. And I've seen with you that I need, like, for me, I want you to be able to always do exactly what you creative feel like doing, and without worrying about what anyone says or what anyone feels. That's my, because you're a sensitive person, you have a soft heart. And a lot of times, you too, Sandie, and me too, sometimes we get veered off course because somebody said something or somebody guilt tripped us or whatever. And we're nice and we don't want to hurt anybody. And I think that a lot of artists, I talk to artists all the time about that. It's something that resonates. So my job really is to make sure Dennis is doing what Dennis wants. That's what I always want for him. Is I'm always like, please, like when I'm working with Dennis, I have things to add. Of course, I have creative value add, but I want to be able to, like he said, build that structure where he can just focus on the creative and the vision and not have to do all of those tasks, because the world just misses out. Like, why is Dennis Tardan doing, whatever, something like that isn't putting something unique into the world? So to me, I get irritated with that. And that's what I see a lot of my role. So hopefully I can continue to be of value there. And much beyond.
Hopefully.
Anyway, okay, we have a lot of things to share though, and I want to be able to get through this. So, because there's a lot of great stuff. Dennis, what do you want to do next?
I want to hear from Sandie. I want to hear how you're doing, Sandie, because this is your show. You've allowed me to hijack it and to be able to take it. And I apologize. I apologize for not bringing you in. I promise you, I'm a better host than that. I'm a much better or a better guest than that. Than absolutely hijacking your show. I'm just so grateful that you allowed me on.
I'm doing great. Do I look okay? I mean, I'm doing great.
I had one
thing. I've been just, sometimes I have a little ADHD going on. So I try not to cut people off after I work at that. I work hard at that. But I wanted to say one of my favorite moments watching you, Dennis, on screen, when I really felt like I love this man, was when the day that you were sticking up for Renee, because I feel like, wow, it's about time because I remember there was an episode back when, and that meant a lot to me. I'm going to start crying, but I felt like, wow, like you were like, you know what, everybody needs to understand what Renee is and what she is to you, and like not bossing her around, because there was a time where people were just barking orders at her left and right. And you got on screen and you stood up for her. And I just want to say thank you, because that sticks in my mind to this day. And I love that about you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, because this is an important thing, because when we were in those early stages, there was so many moving parts. And it was so easy, and we're bringing so many people on board, and different people were getting an opportunity to be able to take to get a piece of this and to want a piece of this and to see how it is. It was extraordinary. How you did it, Renee, no idea, but I'm just so glad that you did.
Well, Sandie, yes, say it. What are you gonna say?
I just remember one day because we were trying to work on how to get Cosmo and what to do, and so I went to the Facebook page and I started playing around with some of the permissions.
I remember that day.
That was like intense for a lot of people. There were like 2,000 people.
I remember that day.
And I'm going, and she's going, Renee's going, don't do that. Please.
I'm like white knuckling the thing.
I remember that. You're like, what? And then you had to make a public apology like the next day. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know I should never have touched anything in the settings. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
It makes me happy because every time Facebook, Sandie, you know this, like anytime Facebook pisses me off, I'm just like, oh, like Dennis should have just done it. Like I should have done it. We should have just deleted the damn thing. I say that like you did well, Dennis. You did well. Trust me. It was okay.
Yeah, it was just
and there's still change. Facebook keeps changing the settings, so we still have to keep learning what the heck to do. All of us are learning as we go. We're just learning as we go.
Well, that's it. But it's just as long as that's someplace. There's a no Dennis
We
sign
learned
on
to keep
the door.
Dennis out of the settings.
We don't let Dennis into the
Isn't there
setting.
some better place for you to be than
I
go there?
I don't want him in any of that stuff because it's not a good use of his time. And then also, hey, what does this button do? Ching! It's like, no, no. So yeah, it's not a good use of his time. But I wanted to say that we do have a moment with Sandie from those early days. And shall I play it? Neither one of you has seen it in a while, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just island boy. Oh, I'm an island boy trying to make it. I put my vest on, yeah, like a guamama.
Okay, so react. I'm not saying shit.
Well, I have been that stoned. I love this is one of the things I love about the internet. I would never have seen that, but I'm interested in what was going on with them 10 minutes before they turned the camera on. I'm just trying to envision. I'm trying to envision them getting all the spikes right and getting all. How do I look? How do I? All right, Island Boy. How do I look? and I just I want to know which island. Is it Staten? Right. Is it Staten? Is it those islands off the coast of North Carolina? Is it? Are we into the Bahamians or?
Staten Island girl, want Staten Island girl. Come on, Staten Island girl, Renee. Staten Island girl, Irina, Rita. Staten Island girl, whoop whoop. Staten Island girl, whoop whoop. Staten Island girl, come on, Staten Island girl, let's go.
Yes.
I still have that on my TikTok. It's still there. You have to go
okay. That was me introducing.
One of the first TikToks I ever made.
I think that's why you got on TikTok. That was me introducing Dennis to different pop culture, like viral sensations that are crazy, and just watching his reactions, because that to me is like the humor. So like I'm not even watching the Island Boys, I'm just watching him. Like I want his reactions.
It's quite pop culture is something that it just completely passes me by. So I love being able to be introduced to something that is just so like hip hop and it's something that I don't even understand. So you can introduce me and because in every genre there is great stuff and then there's dregs, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. In classical music there is great classical music, and then there's classical music that's so and rock the same way. There's a complete span. And so learning about that, and really rather than dismissing it and saying, well, I don't like that, I don't know, well, teach me about it. Help me to understand what's so wonderful about it. What do you love about it?
Yeah. And so I got to do that with him on air about the Velvet Underground and Andy Warhol's Factory. And I should make some more clips, because like there's so many hours of like funny stuff like that. I don't know which one you want me to play now. We have some of the KIII, and then we have Pi, we have Meisner, and we have Torque.
Well, I think I'd like to do them. Have you seen the Meisner piece, Sandie?
I don't.
Well, all right. Well, let me tell you what this is. This is just to set it up. Is that I love, and this is a horrible thing to say. I apologize for you, but I love gaslighting.
Just let him know. He gaslights me so bad, and he's rolling, dying, laughing, but he forgets to tell me that he's gaslighting me.
That's the whole thing. You never tell. I mean, you can't tell someone that they're gaslighting. That would totally defeat the purpose. But here's an example.
Oh my gosh.
Of me doing this, and you get to see it real time.
All right, here it goes, guys.
Well, let's do a quick Meisner. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something about yourself, and then you're going to accept it and repeat it back. Okay. So I'll say you are strong, and you'll say I am strong. Okay. And if
I've already decided at this moment.
No, okay, I was going to ask you that.
I'd already decided at that moment. I want you to see. Look at my face.
Okay, when was the moment?
That was the moment. Right then, you'll see my eyes blink. I'm going to go back for a
Is
second.
it when I said
see
we're
my
going to do
eyes.
a
Watch,
Meisner?
watch.
I'm going to tell you something about yourself, and then you're going to accept it and repeat it back.
Okay. That was when I did it. At that moment, I went, I know what I can do. That was the moment when.
Okay. I was going to ask you. So I'll say you are strong, and you'll say I.
So you already know?
Okay.
Oh, geez.
And if I keep repeating it, we'll just keep repeating it until I change it. Okay. You are strong.
You are strong.
You need to say I am strong.
I did. You are strong.
Use the word I.
I did. I said you.
You say I. Say I.
I say hi, or you say I. But
You'll say
I. You kept saying. You say I am strong, so I kept saying
so nice.
Strong.
Right. So now I'm going to say you are strong, and then you say I am strong.
Okay. You are strong.
No. I say you are strong, and then you say I am strong.
You are strong.
Just use the word I. Say I am strong.
You are strong. You keep telling me to say
it's Dennis. Dennis is strong. Dennis is strong. Are you doing? You're fucking with me intentionally. Come on. Are you serious? You know that I was like, he's really slow today. And you know who was slow today? Me. I
just was wondering how long I could do this who's on first thing.
Is this on? This is recorded, right? Is this recorded?
Yes.
This should have been the show.
I wanted to see how long I could do the who's on first thing and see how long I could keep. It was so neat because you kept going, my God, the poor guy is really.
Did you see how nice I was?
I know.
One of my favorite all-time moments. One of really to be able to, because she was trying so hard. She wanted to go, okay, we're going to do this wonderful experiment.
Right before the
we're
show.
going to make sure that this way before our writing session, we'll have a really good moment, and we'll do that. And she was so sincere, and she started fucking with it. It was just awful.
It's so great. Proud. I'm so proud that it's awful but here's the thing that you have to understand. Like, I am sweet and nurturing to all people and to him, but I was extra sweet and nurturing because he wasn't in a great mood. He hadn't slept in 3 days. Okay. So he wasn't he was kind of tired and he didn't feel great. So but this is the thing that's shocking. The fact that his devious mind could come up with that when he hadn't slept in 3 days and he was exhausted and not even in a great mood. That's why it never occurred to me that he was doing a joke, because I was so tender. I was like, oh no. And that's a genius, because he can do that. He literally could be anywhere with something horrible going on and he can find the joy in it, which I can too, actually. We bond over that a lot. I can do that too.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, that would thank you for playing that, because this is thank you so much for having the fact that you're having me on the show, Sandie, and to be able to see your growth and development, and then to be able to see what we're doing here with GBGB and the whole process of, because the only way we get better is to do the reps. I mean, Renee, you were doing a show before this. You're going to be doing a show right after this at the top of the hour. You do this by getting the reps. You do this by getting on the air and doing the reps. That's the only way. It's the way Colbert and Second City and all the people did it. I mean, you do it by getting the reps. And I'm watching that happen. And I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad to be a part of it, Sandie, and you inviting me is it's a real blessing.
I'm blessed.
So anyway, what else do we have?
Hold on. There was silence there because that was a beautiful moment. So that's why there was silence there. I didn't want to. Dennis has taught me about pacing and to not just jump in, and the power of spaces between moments. So I did that for you, Dennis.
Thank you. And I want to give a plug to PBS right here. Okay, there is a There is a series that right now that on PBS, and you don't even have to be a member to be able to see it, but you can see it now. It's called Once Upon a Time in Northern Ireland. So it takes the entire time of the Troubles from the 60s when they first started, because the Troubles started in Northern Ireland about the same time that the Civil Rights Movement was happening in the United States. So this documentarian takes these people and does these interviews and uses silence so extraordinarily. So you're right, the power of silence. So anyway, Once Upon a Time in Northern Ireland on PBS. I recommend anyone to be able to see it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And here's the thing, what I was saying too about that, I wanted to reply to you, Dennis, on air, is that my passion, and I say this all the time, I say it on Burn It Down, I've said it on Journeys, I say it all the time, but and Dennis has heard this 13,000 times, and I don't even think he likes it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to say it. The reason my passion here is because of this man. That's my passion, right? So I believe in everybody at Cosmo. I believe in everybody that's going to be coming on and helping us with GBGB, Glory Be Good Broadcasting, named after a family name. It's a horse name in Dennis's history. So that's another nod to Dennis. And not just a nod to Dennis. So that's where I get my passion from. So I want everyone to rise, but there's 8 billion people on the planet. I wish everybody well. But where I feel the most passion is coming in and working with this man. And, because that's what lights me up. My acting coaches have told me that. I know that it's one of those things. So that's why, like, when people see me and they haven't heard his name yet, I'm like, well, okay, we're here because of that. And that's the beautiful thing, Dennis. So don't make it feel pressure on you.
I'm not at
it's
all.
Just true. It's beautiful and it's
so
true.
Grateful. I'm so grateful because I know how much of a difference it has been, because I know the confidence that I have to be able to do to reaching beyond my grasp, to doing the footwork that is necessary, the work that I have has come about because of my work with you and your incredible influence. And that's what, don't you see it, Sandie? I mean, you see her influence all over. You see it just permeates.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And she's had my back as a woman like nobody else, like nobody's business, beeswax. Like she's had my back from day one as a female, and that's really hard to find. I'm getting up there in my age, and it's weird. You would think that kind of stuff would stop as you get older, but it seems like it almost gets worse. I don't know, but Renee's been like my sister through thick and thin, like, and that's what I just have so much respect for her. And I was gonna ask you guys, do you guys have like a more of a brother sister relationship, or how do you, or like just friends, or do you think like
Guys,
father daughter?
I would tell you, I can answer that right now, is that we have 7 minutes. We've got to go to the clips because Dennis has a lot more clips.
Okay.
A lot more. No, I mean, seriously though, really. And we have surprises that we haven't gotten to yet.
Sure.
Is that okay with everyone? Yes. Okay, good. So which one are we going to do? Because we got KIII and we also got Sandie. We have the surprise waiting too. And then we have capitalism.
Well, I don't think we can get into
like Vanna White.
We may
I feel
be
like
able to
Vanna
get
White.
into it another time, right? And we can do a show on capitalism, and because it's a really important.
You want to do that? You don't want to try and okay.
Yeah, topic is this time. What do you think, Renee?
Well, that's good. Okay. So you want to do capitalism as a separate show? I think that makes sense.
Sure. There's just so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about.
There's a lot, yeah, because why don't we run one of the KIII, and then why don't we run Pi, and we talk a little bit about Pi for people?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. Which one do you want, stickers or status? Oh, status we're going to do with capitalism. So unless you really think that we should do that one.
Well, at KIII, I was a one-man band feature reporter. I actually would lug around a big 3/4 inch deck and a full camera and do this myself, and being able to go out there and to do these stories. And I guarantee you it is not the way to do it. And I did not handle it as well as I would have liked to. But this was an idea that I came up with, and this is what came out, and with some help of some children.
All right. I love this.
Have you ever wondered how a toy fad started? You know, something like hula hoops or frisbees? Well, we decided to check up on one that is even now sweeping the country. I mean, chances are, if you've got kids, you've got stickers. It all started with the innocent happy face sticker that elementary teachers used to reward outstanding work. Soon the students demanded more. They wanted
shiny stickers, the smelly ones, those glittery kind, and a unicorn.
And this being the good old US of A, they got 'em.
One day I saw these stickers in the store that I liked, and then I decided to buy a sticker book, and then I bought a pack of stickers. I just had one pack at that time, and then every time I went back, I kept getting another pack, and then I just started collecting them.
Are you a sticker junkie?
Yes.
Then pretty soon all the kids were collecting their own stickers, and I said, well, wait a minute, now they all have stickers, so maybe it's not such a great prize anymore. So I stopped.
So through these simple stickers, we sent our students an essential step along the road to civilization.
This is the first fad I've gone through.
Dennis Tardan 3, Eyewitness News.
I love that. This is the first fad I've gone through. Blink. I mean, I would love to see her. I would love to meet her today. At 50, where she is, and just so. Well, this is the first fad you've gone through. But those are the time. I love the humanity and the human and getting a chance to meet them, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm interviewing the people that I'm doing on the legacy interviews that we're doing are some people who are very well known, and other people who are who are so important to their families, because this is who they are. This is what they bring to the table, because their contribution, their gifts that they have to their family, that to be able to raise this generation that's coming up is heroism. This is what it is. We're the ones that put people into hierarchies to say, well, this person is more than this person. It's not true. Each individual is precious. Each individual is special. And we bring out the specialness. The point of the legacy interviews is to bring out the specialness in that one individual, so that person feels that they were heard, and they get a chance to give the gift to future generations through their own words and in their own stories.
Yeah, and I just want to say, so that's called Legacy, and like he is offering legacy interviews. It's, I mean, anyone would want this, right? Because it's very hard to have access to somebody like him with his skills. And like he always talks about him being a portrait artist. So if you have two people drawing the same portrait, it's going to come out looking very different. When he talks to somebody, when he has a conversation with somebody, or when he frames somebody's entire biography, as he kind of even did with me here today, so you guys can see him in action. He does it all the time. It's effortless. It's beautiful. And to be able to have that access is just amazing. So if you want to have this for yourself or a loved one, get into
That's me.
Yes, absolutely.
DennisTardan.com.
.com.
And we will set it up, and we'll make sure that it's done over Zoom, so we'll get an opportunity to be able to do it.
Absolutely. And this is the thing. So people nowadays are now we're trying to leverage technology. And you're leveraging technology, and you're finding ways of cataloging somebody's life story who might not have ever been interviewed. Most people have never been interviewed. And you're going up to someone who, regardless of their history, says, hey, either I want this to be a part of the historical record, or a loved one comes in and says, it might be your grandfather, it might be your mom or whatever, and just be like, I didn't know these stories and I want them down for posterity. Dennis, how did you get interested in all that? Because you were doing that even back in San Diego.
Oh, yeah, I was doing when VCRs first came in.
Mm-hmm.
I had a camera, got one of the cameras, and I began doing that. Well, I know it's the top of the hour. Sandie, thank you for having me on. Thank you for letting me talk about this, talk about the life and legacy and the work that I've been doing and the incredible opportunity to meet and collaborate with how all this happened, because I think it's important that people know. For me, it's certainly important for me to say just exactly how impactful meeting Renee has been in not just my life, but in the lives of so many people as it continued to expand out. So
and it's been so easy, right, Dennis? The work has been so easy. It's very
every goddamn piece of that I could possibly go. I am telling you, when I tell you. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. So
no, you better do it. Don't you dare. I will be so
Get the finger out, Renee. The finger.
I'm just telling you, when I
No, don't you Skype, don't you do that. No. Oh shit. Maybe it really happened though. I think it actually happened. Damn it.
He's good at it.
No, there's no way I don't think
he's faking it.
I know.
He's good at it.
It's
serious? Like that game, Don't Blink.
How do you do that? How do you do that? Okay, it's now you say, when I tell you, no, here. When I tell you, you were gonna say the most profound thing you've ever said.
Anyway, thank you, Sandie. Thank you, Renee, for having me on the show. And
wait. There's a thing. Damn it. All right. Well, I apologize because there was somebody who was going to come on, but you're right. It is time. And so Sandie, that was wild. Yes, it was. So Journeys is coming up next. We are going to have a very special guest, Lynn Taylor, there. It's hosted by M.M. Farwell and myself, and a special co-host guest, Manny Zamora. So we're going to talk about the media and all kinds of stuff. Thank you so much, Sandie, for this opportunity. I promise Dennis and I will never, like he said, but thank you.
Thank you. Right. And yes, everyone reach out to Dennis if you're interested in doing the legacy interviews.
Absolutely.
Next week.